Hey, welcome back, guys. This is the Collegiate Star League. I'm Jay Zilk, joined by the man, the myth, the legend, Crazy Edwin Jr. We are on map 2 of Poly Counter-Strike going against UCD's Nuts. UC Davis versus Poly de Montreal. It's a battle of the North versus the West Coast right now, and Poly just taking a convincing map 1 on Mirage, 16-5, and that'll be kind of it. It was just decimation, right? Like, what? How else do you describe that? Might be having some mic problems again. Sorry, guys. It's all good though. We'll get it figured out. Anyway, just waiting for the last player to ready up. Should be getting live shortly. We will be having Dust 2, I believe, is the second map.
Yes,
So,
I think it is.
shortly. Anyway, we'll see if we can get our stuff figured out, but not a big deal, not a big deal. Yeah, so I saw Polytech play, actually. I believe it was UBC they were playing on Dust 2 against, and I actually don't know if they've lost Dust 2 at all. Like, this is a team that's 14-0. I think they've lost one map in a best of 3, maybe not even. I think it was a close game that they clutched. So they're like pretty much undefeated at this point, and it's hard to say who's going to stop that. And UC Davis, they're going to try and do just that. Trying to cancel Poly's way into the top 4 and see if they can do damage in this Ro8. So this, again, if you guys are just joining us, this is a match that will decide who makes it into the Ro4. Essentially, the 4 teams who are going to play off, get that LAN title, and get that that #1 spot. And yeah, the top 2 teams that qualify are going to get flown out to DreamHack. Thanks to our sponsors, Asus and Twitch. They've been super supportive, so...
I can't even ready. What is happening, dude?
Are you here?
Yeah, I am in here.
Oh, whoa! Thought I was talking to my... Dude, I thought you were having issues, so I was just talking to myself the whole time. Like, I heard you coughing, and I was just like, oh, the stream's, like, hearing this, and, like, oh, tech issues, ha ha ha. Oh, my bad, dude. What's up?
I just can't ready in the game. Like, what is happening?
Oh, really?
I hear.
Already? Ready?
Alright, there we go.
Nailed it. First time. You know what? Sometimes we have issues with the... Oh, we're voting for maps. Yeah. Sometimes we have issues with, like, bots being in the server, and you have to kick them, because, you know, bots don't type .ready, so it may very well have not been you. But nonetheless, have you scrimmed or, like, played against UC Davis a lot on Dust 2? Like, you know their playstyle?
We've played one against them. I don't necessarily remember it, because this was a few months back, actually, when I think about it.
Okay.
And so, let's see.
But do you think this is going to benefit them? Because we were talking, like, they're kind of, like, yeah, aim battles, like, they love scrimming, and...
I think this will be good for them.
Okay, this could be their opportunity. Because I was trying to think back to when Poly's even dropped a map, and, you know, someone's going to correct me in Twitch chat, and I hope you do. I don't think they've lost a map, like, even in the best of 3s, and I think they've all been 2-0s, like... That's how deadly
These are legends, dude.
Yeah, they're definitely legends, and people's been sleeping on them. So, yeah, they're definitely legends. And fun little fact: 4 of these players are roommates. They all go to Poly de Montreal. 2 of them are brothers, and I believe 3 out of the 4 roommates moved from France and moved to Quebec to go to university. So this is essentially EU versus NA. And if any stereotype is going to be true, this is apparently true in the Collegiate League as well. Just NA getting stomped by EU. And pretty funny, obviously, because it's, you know, it's become like a meme and it's taken on a life of its own. But it's obviously kind of culminating and becoming true in its own right. We'll see, man. I don't know. I don't know what to expect from Poly. I know what to expect from Poly. I don't know what to expect from UC Davis at this point, because... like you were saying, Squeaks and CK, both kind of the IGLs, like some play mid-round colors. They switch depending on the maps. Depends T-sided, right? I think last time I was talking to CK, I think he calls T-side generally, whereas Squeaks is more the CT side caller. But, you know, I'll correct that if I'm wrong. Regardless, yeah, we're getting live, guys, into the knife round. Sorry for the short delays. Sorry for... TK all day. Oh, I thought a TK came in, but yeah, there we go. Squeaks gonna win it. They're well, knowing that they're puggy, like they're gonna choose T, right? Like, and it's Dust too. Like,
Yeah.
okay, cool. So yeah, what's your opinion? Because like the meta's like shifted a lot. Like I remember when I first got into CS:GO, you'd listen to the casters and they'd always talk about what sided it is, and most maps are CT sided, but this was like one of the exceptions, right? Before the custom maps came out,
Yeah.
obviously before Cobble Overpass, this was like the one T sided map. What do you think? Do you think it's shifted over time and kind of went back to CT, or it's still very dominant?
I think it just depends on the playstyle of the two teams. Like, if we look at these teams, like UC Davis, I think they're a T-sided map on this map. I mean, a T-sided team on this map simply because they like to go for those aim duels. They don't like to put as much smokes and use of their nades. They like to go for the battles. But the thing is, with Polytech, they like to play it a lot more methodically. Play with the nades, play it a lot smarter. So I feel like they're a CT-sided team for this map. So honestly, I feel like this half could go either way.
Right, yeah, and we're seeing it right now. Matthew getting the first 2 picks onto the B site, completely opening up space for his team. Yasu actually finds the lurker in the tunnel, and HQZ just going full aggro. They just take it so easily. How did they do that? That doesn't even make sense. Like, that's again like the kind of tribulations of going for those aim duels. Like, it's great when you win them, but if you overcommit like that, you're just gonna get wrecked. And HQZ really shouldn't have found that kill at all. But it really didn't matter. They had just stormed in through door and tunnel. The lurk player losing that duel, like just trying to jiggle peek around the corner or jiggle peek around the pillar, he lost that. And it's kind of like the aim duels can, guide you, and they can take it away. So sometimes they give it, sometimes they take it.
Oh, going
again,
long, but they have
5-man long rush. Yeah, this could actually be huge. Yasu kind of caught alone. They didn't really commit to whether they're going to fall back. No with the Yasu actually finds the MP7 kill in the end, and it's just kind of like, yeah, it's just like laser beams, and like no one really wants to take the pick.
There he is, P90, what Pro 90.
Yeah, it's only fitting that Epsilon gets the 3K. 3 Epsilon. Anyway, Og out of HQZ, expected, right? Like, of course he's gonna go for the Og. This is his bread and butter. Like, in the last couple months, I've only actually casted 3 of these guys' games, with 2 best of 3s now, and only 1 best of 1. And he wasn't using it 2.5 months ago, but ever since I've watched him in the last week, this has been kind of like his go-to. Like, this is the first rifle he buys. He will go for M4 as well. Like, I think it just depends what he wants to play. And he's playing mid. He has full vision right now, and that's going to allow Yasu to push up, get an easy kill. He's looking for more, but CK, he's going to be able to trade in the end. And HQZ, he pushes up for the trade as well. So they're getting like all these favorable aim battles, and even when UC Davis like trades out, there's another guy ready to frag.
Looks to me like UC Davis just put out like a default this round, but then slowly they kind of like strayed away from it and started picking mid one by one. And HHQ with his AUG, there's no way you're gonna beat a battle when he has the better accuracy with the better gun.
Yeah. No, it's true. It seems to be like this was not the round to go for like a default. And if you were, like, you needed to take tunnel control, and the one player just got completely obliterated. Blood on the walls, Lefu holding the T-spawn and making sure no shenanigans are coming into play. Interesting that Poly just decided to hold tunnels. They knew that the last 2 Ts are mid, so they're just like, hey, if they want to come B, we're going to insta-win, and if they go A, we'll retake. HQZ with the AUG finds a double kill, 3 for the round.
I'm gonna say the AUG, man.
Yeah, right. Exactly. You watch someone use it, and then you go and try to use it, you're like, this is not as easy as I thought. It's an awesome gun, though. Yes, and oh yeah, we won't actually talk about the Apocalypse. To those who never played the game in probably early 2014? Yeah, it was about 2 years ago, so I think it was probably like February 2014, something like that. There was an update that made the AUG just insta one-tap headshot. Like, it doesn't matter whether you're using scope or not, it was just insta-kill, and well, UC Davis actually getting a kill.
Yasu right behind him.
Yeah, look how fast they are on the rotate. Nice. To the 180. Jeez, these rounds are so chaotic. Like, you think, oh, this is for sure favorable for Poly, but still, like, Squeaks gets
Yasu
the
just whiffed it.
P2.
Yeah, he was right on their flank. I was like, he's about to get a 3K. Just
Yep.
missed.
So, so like this is UC Davis getting all these blessings. Like they should not even be down to a 1v2, and he's gonna have to. He can't walk out. He's dead. Yeah.
Walks out.
Yeah, you can't walk out of tunnels like that. You know there's someone set up. Like it's a 1v2. You know, best case scenario they stacked A, and like you can walk out fine. But like at that point you don't need to walk. They can't hear you. So worst case scenario they've split. Now they have one set up at mid, one at B. And you have to jump out a tunnel. Like, yeah, I don't even think you can run at this level. You're just gonna get outplayed, and you got to jump and hope they miss their first couple shots and then punish them afterward. But regardless, we're just gonna see a fast long, and this is that pug type of play we've seen from Davis. This might be what they need.
They were hoping. I'm assuming they were hoping for a pick there. Yeah, see, they were just falling back because they were hoping for a pick right there. You know, that's just their play style. They probably were hoping that two people were at long. They could probably trade it out and then they'd push on to A, but they couldn't get the frag, so it looks like they're just gonna fall back. That's exact. I would see that. That's how their playstyle is. It's nice. They left one back there at long just to like lurk CK.
Yeah, but he's still gonna have to like make a play. He's not even drawing attention towards A. So unless his plan is they eventually want to go A, then this is fine because he's not putting himself in a position to die or he's not revealing himself. So we are kind of seeing this rotate. And look, Lefu just pushes right through mid into lower. No Fs to give right now. And
position here. Hopefully he can get the right angle.
Yeah, he's set up, but HQZ on the other hand, actually Squeaks is going to find the kill on Denono. So yeah, like you said, he was set up, but unable to win that aim duel. And HQZ, he rotates to be so quickly, finds the kill on
That
Black.
just scares him away.
Yep. They're just like, nope, I'm out. And yeah, they're going to go lower. It seems like every time, if they don't find a pick or they get picked, they just run away. And I think that's what's going to make them very easy to read. Epsilon actually doesn't find the kill. It's Yasu from flat. And yeah, that's an aim battle you can't lose. Bomb down now on Catwalk. 9 seconds left. He actually finds the kill. Squeaks, you have to run this bomb. He's looking for the frag, though. He drops down CT. He doesn't clear out the right corner. Yeah, that's such an awkward angle because like you think you've cleared it, but it just always goes deeper than you think. And you know, no bias for UC Davis, but that's tough to lose. He actually went for the right play. He probably could have had the plant if he jumped up on the ledge instead of going the long way short. But it's one of those things like. You may as well just try and bring the battle to you. And he did it right. Like I think he played it as well as he could have. So UC Davis, man, it's tough. They only 3 smokes too. Setting up for this B play. Looks like they want to go for a smoke mid to B. Squeak's gonna set up the CT.
Looks so bad. HHQ is just right there waiting.
Yeah, like, this is like a position you're like, oh, he shouldn't win this, and he doesn't. Matthew actually gets the better of him. But look at that. Lefu just pushes right through the smoke, gives up B site completely. And that's a shot. But look at the bomb. It could easily get dropped, but that smoke's going to be just enough. Yasu had a position to try and kill the bomber, but it's actually CK on the lurk. No scope out of
no scope. Wow.
Yeah, no pun intended, actually. And, well, he's going to have to look for the B3. But he's like... I'm out. Yeah, look at the money actually. So UC Davis, like they're fragging. This is kind of a repeat of Mirage. No money. They're not winning rounds. And when they do,
it's just their play style.
Yeah. And when they find it, they're like, okay, we're out. Like we need to save this. So yeah, no, and this playstyle definitely can work. We are kind of overgeneralizing, by the way, guys. Like. Yeah, we're saying, oh, all aim, no brain. That's not true, obviously. Not true, yeah. Like, these are smart players. Like, Squeaks is commentating.
You don't get here for no reason. That's
exactly. Like, you're a good team. It's just more about the general play style, whereas they don't rely so much on positional advantages. Like, they're all really good aimers, which means they're able to push a site really aggressively, trade out, and when they're playing their own game, they're extremely deadly. It's kind of like that Virtus Plow, right? Like they have the one lurker occasionally when they go for a slow strat, but most of the time they just smoke, execute, run to a site, and when they get that momentum, it's terrifying. And I think UC Davis is one of those teams. If they start getting that momentum, if they start with the 5-0, it's really hard to counter because they don't care. They'll just three push short, or someone will just drop down CT. So yeah, these guys aren't, we're overgeneralizing just for the sake of this matchup, right? Obviously, Poly's the more methodical team. They don't take as many risks, and when they do, I think they're not used to being in that position. That that they're not used to it. Like I saw Lefu just push through the smoke and tunnel, and I don't think he does that a lot. Or when he does, he's not used to three guys waiting there, right? Like usually there's one or two setting up a default. The T's generally do, but that time he ran into three T's that are just ready to spray him down. So we'll see. Pause finally coming out, and we'll see what UC Davis can do. Both teams down to that point where they're gonna have to save if they lose this round.
It's like UC Davis is trying to go for a default. Oh, probably not.
Yeah, probably playing late mid. I'm gonna guess that it's Ecstasy. Oh yeah, okay, so it's actually, what is this, Ed? He's gonna be setting up that smoke towards short. Oh, the Xbox smoke rather, and we'll cover up the short player. No, won't be able to spot lower tunnel. Matthew, he's actually just gonna go for a pop flash. And actually, that thin little line actually gets punished. So, Yasu playing that really tight angle where it's mostly just to get information. But if they spot you before you spot them, then you're pretty much dead. You can get rushed down very easily. But HQZ pulls out the USP, finds a double kill.
Davis played that round really smart. They were making a huge distraction with two people. Was it Matthew and Squeaks? And then you just see slowly the rest of the team was just pushing up long. And then, as you saw, they just caught a player off guard on Cat and just took the kill. It was just free. Wow.
Yeah, there's some of that more that confidence play coming out of Davis, but the retake's still coming into play. Lefu trying to find something from long, but that's gonna be the end of the round. I'm having a little bit of an issue, so I'm gonna go fix my internet real quick. I'm probably sounding like a robot, so take over this round. I'll be back in just 60 seconds.
Oh man, I ain't no commentator. What is this?
You're a god. You're a god. You got it. Yeah, we'll have Daniel jump in for the round. I should be able to fix this. I think it's just...
Why not? Why not?
Why not?
Why not? I'm back, boys. You can't kill me today.
What a one-tap by Ecstasy. Holy.
I know, right? Jesus. What a shot. Squeaks going down into lower, though eating some bullets from Matthew F. Yeah, what a good round from him. Jeez. Man, it's the StarCraft mentality, man. You can't kill what is dead already. So it's like, as a caster, it's like, you can't kill me off, man. It's like, I'll be back at some point. Like, yeah. So, wow. I mean, Poly playing amazing, but I feel like UC Davis, they're beginning to adjust. Are you noticing that? Like, they're beginning to adjust their strats. They're realizing where they can kind of take the battles to Poly, and they're playing more actually methodical rather than puggy, and I'm really enjoying this from UC Davis. This is so much more different than what you usually see from them.
Yeah, especially like they're starting to realize that long seems to be exposed. So if you saw the last two rounds, including this one, they're just trying to take long control. It's just the best way to counter what they're doing. Because if you look at Poly, they have 2 on B. I think they had 2 on B, and then they're just trying to get it looks like a well-rounded CT side that could just control everything past double doors. But if they're playing far back, then that just gives UC Davis the opportunity to take long. That's what they want. That's their play style. They want to take aim duels, but if there's nothing to duel, then we'll just take it for free.
Yeah, this is sort of the trouble that they got themselves into when they played against UC Santa Cruz. They got a little bit too content with their playstyle, so when the UC Santa Cruz adjusted, they weren't exactly ready for it, and they stuck around a little bit more. So we'll see if they end up stacking or favoring A little bit more. But once again, rather just relying on that 2-1-2 right now, and it's going to come down to these aim battles here at long A. Can they get him from pit? Nice job by Nono, leaving 3 of UC Davis's players alive. One with an op. Good shot from Blue Box. And still, though, with the rotations and the positioning, this is still very favored for Poly, though. A little bit of a better adjustment. And, I mean, part of it is, like, when you see Poly is when you usually believe that they could take the aim duels. They usually win them. So that kind of alleviates some of the lack of, if they're not playing strategically or they get content, it can last a while still in their favor just by their aim battles. But... yeah, this time around, going a little better. Joey.
On what you were saying, too, UC Davis, they need to, try and catch a rotate, right? CK, nice. That was a nice frag.
That was a nice frag.
Yeah, so it's this gap in the smoke actually could be huge right now for HQZ, but he gets flashed out. So that's going to alleviate the pressure from there. Nice flick out of Ecstasy. He's looking for more. He jumps on top of the box, a little bit over-aggressive, and yeah, he'll get dropped because of that. So down to Lefu. He's going to push out short, waiting for his teammate to get a little closer to ramp, try and make a play through the smoke.
Ooh.
Nice jumping headshot.
Quickly!
Kukli style. And, well, that's just going to be the pincer out of Lefu. He's able to come on the flank from short. And, yeah, that was... Okay, so something I was noting, and I was listening to you guys talk before I joined in, I think UC Davis really need to, like, try and at least get a rotate, put some pressure on mid. Like, the rounds that they won, it seemed like they were getting a guy in a lower tunnel, they were getting cat control, and they were forcing the CTs to fall back. And then they have to gamble, right? Like, oh, are they going to go mid to B? You know, are they going to try and rush cat? And at that point, you can find those windows. And with an aggressive team like UC Davis, they're going to get that information really fast. So they can just smoke that mid to B, peek out mid, either get a frag or say, hey, no one's mid, let's exploit this, right? Let's try and split B, get one guy upper and, you know, 4 mid to B. And I think that's when they're most successful, when they take that mid control. And again, now we're seeing it. Matthew, he's going to get that information. The CTs are going to fall back.
I think
a little bit afraid. And
I think Poly is actually overthinking themselves. Like I was saying, you know, UC Davis, they just keep taking long control, and so last round, the reason why they won that round, in my opinion, is because they actually decided to put 2 people long. You know, they totally shut down that long control from them. But this round, it seems like they just totally outplayed or outthought themselves, thinking maybe UC Davis probably won't come long again. But you know what? They came out 4 long, and they fell back, and now they have cat control going for an A take. So I think Poly just totally overthought it and then didn't think that they were going to come long, but now they have long. Look how far pushed up was that Squeaks is with the bomb. Like, he got up there unscathed, literally.
yeah, no, you're right. Like, they're just forcing them back, and nice from CK, able to get that other angle. Then no, he was completely preoccupied. Much more worried about long, and this Galil actually might come to bite Ecstasy in the butt. They're just going to push out cat really fast. They actually don't have any information right now. Squeaks is just going to be playing from Goose, and
ooh,
there you go, Ecstasy. Just gets wrecked by the 5-7, and...
What the heck? Squeaks made that sick flick right last second.
He's a god.
I swear, if I had the opportunity, I'd, like, report these guys.
You can't hold tab, right-click. Good to go.
I got it.
I got it. It would have been really funny if that's what Cheesehead did right then. Just like, right-click before. Someone did that during a major. It was on like Cloud9 or something. Because I don't know who it was. I think it might have been Hiko at the time. I don't know. Someone will find that video. Post it in chat. I'll allow it. Anyway, back in the game. Yeah, this team is godlike. Look at Epsilon right at 16-5. Like, Jesus. Like, that means, like, even when he goes down, he's still getting 3 kills. That's terrifying.
You see Davis on an eco trying to go for the B play.
Didn't check car.
We hear
definitely gonna get
in-game calls for window.
Yeah, and CK, well, at least he gets 1 kill, but HQZ, they try and get too aggressive. Ed, he's trying to replay the back right now that he saw Epsilon do in the previous round. But
what a shot! Oh my god!
Don't stop, please. Please don't, Ed. He's got the 2K so far, looking for another one out of upper.
Tunnels? That'd be crazy.
Oh, Tunnels is gonna peek him. Yasu's playing so passive. Nice flash. That's gonna really net him an easy kill there. It's down to CK. He goes for the pre-fire.
Fired. What a beast.
Yeah, he heard that. I think the shadow might have helped just a little bit as well. There's mostly, like, there's a shadow from the palm tree, but you can sometimes, like, if they, like, try and short peek it, you'll sometimes see their head. Yeah. And, yeah, so, interesting play. Interesting play.
Those 2 headshots by Ed, though. I wish everybody saw it. I don't know if everyone saw it on the stream, but some sick shots. Oh, get wrecked. HHQ just got dinked through mid. It only did like 10 HP.
Worth. We take it. We'll take those. Yeah, it's, I don't know. UC Davis, I think they were having a lot of success when they got this one-man short. So if Ed can make his way here, it seems like Poly are just playing so passive. They're giving up long now. They realize that if UC Davis aggress long, they're just going to lose these angels. So let's just play passive. We can retake A if we need to. We'll stop them on the cross. And it's smart. I'm glad they have the self-control to do that and know their own strengths, because you'll see a lot of teams try and do a default that other teams are good at, but maybe it's not their yeah, it's not their default. So glad they're just sticking to their guns. And look at this fast mid play. So they've actually got to rotate too. So CTs are coming fast, cat. No one lurking. He's gonna get a perfect mowdown.
Flash. What a
triple kill out of No.
HHQ with the perfect flash, flashing the whole enemy team right there. That's the only reason why he was able to flank so well. Wow.
Details, man. It's the small things.
It really is the small things. You know, people don't realize it. If you know, Counter-Strike isn't all about your aim. It makes it that much easier if you have really good aim. But think about, you don't have to have good aim if your enemy's flash. Just think about that. You know, like, really makes a difference.
Exactly. You can take your time. You know, and you also have to be confident and comfortable in this situation. So having aim is kind of like a prerequisite. Like it's expected. Every pro has great aim. You know, some specifically more like better than others, but every pro has good aim. You know, more or less. Like, you know, maybe like Pasha, but even then he's like, it's still insane. Like you put him in a situation, you see like his aiming is kind of like curvy and he does these weird big movements, but he still like is insane. And there we go. They don't check the blind closet.
Doesn't check the corner.
Yeah.
Left just goes ham.
That's a Shroud play right there. Finds a triple kill. And yeah, that's another situation where they were flashed and they were like so focused on the window and door player when they went to B that they forgot to check the close corner. So
I think Poly just played that really well. They noticed that Davis likes to go B on ecos and they just held it out in B, just put 3 in B and just worked out well with the bait. And there was one just holding close left corner and Davis didn't feel like they needed to pick him because they already saw 2 people.
Yeah, and there's a nice pick for HQZ again. This guy's just been, like, making UC Davis so afraid to play mid. Like, Ecstasy, he's playing passive. He doesn't want to peek this op right now, and that flash is actually going to allow him to push out. Nice smoke onto mid doors, so this is kind of what I wanted to see. Every round it seems like UC Davis was getting, they were having this cat control. And they were able to flash the player ramp, force him either to, like, goose or to, like, try and take the aim battle, and then the long guys could flank. And then I think the elevator player, I believe I want to say it's Epsilon, but no, it's Yasu. He's the guy that's been like falling back to elevator, and if they have just that one guy cat, he can come flank, and that's been like a kind of a huge deal for UC Davis. If they get that long control and then one guy cat, they're able to take A, and yeah, I don't think they've really won the B takes. Like I think they've got retaken each time.
Looks like we got some action mid. Squeaks with the shot through the door. Wow, what a shot.
Squeaks is the real god. He's the real MVP right now. And nice shot by Ecstasy. There you go. That aggressive play on Cat. And this is really what I wanted to see. I didn't expect all of them to go Cat. But whenever they get short control, like they have so much success. And Ecstasy in a great position as well. Lefu, he's going to be playing thoroughly.
Ecstasy. Oh, he made it. Okay.
Nice. Okay.
Lit him up too. Wow. He did a lot more than he should have done. What a good play.
HQZ, only 9 HP right now. He's clearing long. He has the information that one's cat. He just doesn't know the other player's playing here towards the quad box, and he doesn't have time to win this round anymore. He's gonna have to pretty much stick the defuse. Yeah, it would have to be one of the biggest misplays at UC Davis. And op is a great, like, it can sometimes be a good weapon on a retake, but if it's a 1vx, it's not like a rifle where you can take a shot and quickly flick over and find another, right? Like you can't punish misplays as much with an op. It's more for
aim duels.
Yeah, aim duels and stop. Like you can stop the engagements. You can stop it before it happens, and that's why a good opper. You know, you look at Guardian and even JW in his prime and Kenny S before the nerf. Like all these players, they were able to stop pushes. Like plants wouldn't even happen. And again, we're seeing it by HQZ. He finds this pick, and I wouldn't be surprised if they can't even find a site this round. Ooh, but no, actually getting a little bit aggressive. I thought he was going to try and take that peek with Squeaks. They don't need to, but he's
funny because
look at that movement, dude. No's nuts. Like, oh my god, he does it again. This guy's like the shoulder peeking king. Like, from Squeaks' point of view, he sees like a pixel. Like, it's just, like, I swear to god, he's just seeing like, oh my god, you're nuts, No. Just going for, just sick movement. Like, this is why you play those KZ servers, ladies and gentlemen. Hit the surf map. Like, that will help you long term. Like, having good movement and being able to be, like, mobile in the air and be evasive can be more important than having good aim. And
Definitely.
you need good aim to be able to take advantage of good movement, though. So learn aim first. Get your crosshair placement good. If you're but you don't need to be shroud level. Like if you're, you don't need to be shroud level crosshair placement. That you can't be. I don't think anyone can. But anyway, yeah, it's just falling apart, guys. UC Davis. Every time they've been able to win one of these clutch rounds, so you can't leave them out. CK, he's a god in and of itself, but that'll be it. Lefu finishes up the round 11-4 for Poly, and yeah, this is even UC Davis picking the side, so very
pretty convincing half from Polytech in my opinion. You
Mm-hmm.
know, it's like I said, they're both playing on the sides that they respectively would want in my opinion. I would assume Poly would rather have CT than T side, just because of the way they play, but it just seems like their smart plays compared to UC Davis's, running gun is just outplaying them.
Yeah, definitely, and they're gonna need as convincing of a CT side right now. To the most trope of Counter-Strike statements would be they need to get this pistol right now. Ecstasy looking for that first pick, and he falls back, gets completely out-peaked, just a triple peek out of the tees. You're going to have to get some sick one-taps to win that, and yeah, there we go, Yasu. He's going to take the site. A little gap in the smoke, but nothing you can too easily exploit with pistols, so this should be an easy retake, unless Poly get a little too overzealous and take these one-on-one battles, which obviously we've seen UC Davis win. This should be their round, and look at the HP as well, like CK down to 18, Ed at 50. This is a very tough situation, and yeah, give a USP to Poly, they're going to rip your head off, so 2v1, looking for those one-taps. No, he's just so evasive. Like, he's a great aimer, but he's an even better, like, mover. Like, he just won't die. And that can be really scary, especially when you're trying to retake. So, Poly, clean pistol round from them, only losing 2 players, and 2 will die to the bomb explosion in the end. But no matter, really. Not a lot of investment loss, so this should be just a force buy. Like, obviously they can wait and try and play for, wait one more round. Or they'd have to wait 2 in this case, so you may as well go for it anyway. You're still going to get M4s at 14-4. So it's like not really that big of a risk on CT side, whereas T, yeah, it's a little more of a gamble. If you can get that bomb plant, you may as well have just saved. But regardless, just fast entries, no running in, looking for a second Mac 10, but actually a blind shot here out of UC Davis and Ecstasy. He's gonna find one, he finds another one.
Wow.
Just pushes right into the site, and they're winning this force buy so far, 3v3. No one on the flank actually, so it's actually
the peaks. Wow.
We've seen Squeaks Deegs in the past. This man has aced with the Deagle, and you can't count him out with this gun in hand. He will just drop you to the ground. And yeah, so it's going to be a pretty hard retake. No kit. They do have 1 flash on Squeaks, so it would be a nice time to go for a pop flash through window. It's only 2 players, like. It wouldn't be a bad time, but they are just waiting for the bomb plant, and they waited too long. That's going to allow Epsilon to just push right through. And yeah, they really needed to do something, or else a team like Poly is just going to take advantage of it. And that's what I was.
I think they played it right at the same time, but it's like you really can't do anything about it in that situation because if they were waiting for them to plant it, then if they went into sight, it'd be a 3v1 technically because one guy's already planting the bomb, But
the only difference is.
Just so smart, they just flashed out, just get kills, and then we'll go back at the bomb, like they just totally outplayed them.
Right, and if you're gonna wait from there, you need one guy playing in like an anti-flash position, though. Like you need a guy playing behind box that's not gonna get flashed, and they were all just staring at doors and window. And obviously, like you're right, they did the right thing, but their positioning could have been a little bit better.
Exactly.
Because you don't know what utilities they have left, and they're not expecting that. They're not used to players. Finding those openings and exploiting it. A team like Poly is definitely. They're just my favorite to win right now. Like I haven't seen a team play better than them. Their consistency is actually insane to me. Like how little they'll whiff these shots or even their sprays. Like they got all the prerequisites of Counter-Strike, and then they also have the teamwork, and that's what really makes a team. You can't just out aim. So we'll be seeing that 14-4 scoreline, and this is most likely lights out. I'm not expecting a classic CSL where we get like quadruple overtime and cobblestone. This isn't cobblestone, guys. This is only Dust 2. Like they're gonna have to do something huge. UC Davis are gonna have to pull out all their strats, all of them.
This is where they come up with like a strat, like an NIP strat with a ridiculous 3-man boost or like something like.
Yes,
I believe, dude.
Please.
The problem
Guardian,
that it's
join
not
the server.
cobble.
You got this. Yeah, this isn't cobble though. This is a very dry cobblestone. So much sand. Actually, that would be awesome if there's like lore. Like this used to be cobble, like the castles, but like it got taken over and post-apocalypse.
To Counter-Strike.
Hell yeah, let's do it. Let's write a book. Anyway, it looks like Polytech, they're just gonna go aggro towards Cat and trying to find that first shot. He does actually connect, so he's gonna have to do a lot of damage from here though. Ecstasy playing ramp. He's gonna be the point man, but he gets just wrecked by HQZ. He was not expecting a player to be Cat. He expected them all to push up together. That's kind of the standard play, but Squeak's actually finding the kill on ramp. He's going for the jump shot, only 12 HP. That nade's going to finish him off.
Nice nade.
And yeah, it's a 3v2 retake. Nice angle, no. That one-way smoke on the corner is so powerful. You just can't see the player playing box. It's already a headshot angle, and that makes it even scarier. So one-way smoke being exploited. No-No's going to have to go huge right now. No kit, actually, out of UC Davis, so they're going to have to go really fast. Gets the first Tech 9 kill. Pulls out the AK. He's trying to see if he can find Ed. The spray battle. He actually wins it. No kit. And that's going to be 15 match point for Polytech.
You know, I feel like it's kind of rude to say, but I think CK here is underperforming. You know, it's kind of funny because a bunch of the collegiate players, we always mess around with him and saying that he's the one-man carry in UC Davis.
Right.
But yeah, he's bottom fragging here. Like I feel like that shouldn't be happening. Maybe if he's in-game leading, he's too concentrated on what the enemy's doing. He's so possibly overthinking it. He just got wrecked. Like, you know, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, it might not even be his fault, right? Like he might.
Yeah,
just
it really
be
might not. It's
just roll fade.
sometimes just
Yeah.
happens, you know?
Yeah, and you're like never in a good position. You're always trying to 1v3, and there's only so much you can do. So yeah, Polytech just gonna take the B site. Ed looking for something. He does find the one kill. He's still sitting here window, but all eyes are on him. Looking for the spray. And look at this. H2Z just taking all these battles, man. It's no question for Polytech. They are hands down the best team in the top 4 now, as they will be making their way. So that will be it for the Ro8. Wait. Is that it for our? Do we have all 4 of our teams?
I don't know.
I don't think we do. Sorry, I was thinking RO16.
I could hop in for that one.
Okay, cool.
I can hop in for that one. I'm a literal like sitting plug machine, man. All right, so the plan is for schedule wise, we have 2 remaining broadcasts on Wednesday. They're going to be on C Star League 2. First one is going to be San Jose State versus. Actually, I'm sorry. First one's actually going to be USC versus Minnesota. They're going to be first, and then we're going to have San Jose State versus UT Austin. So South, the West, and the North. So Minnesota from the North. Then the winners of those are actually going to be playing each other in the afternoon, the second match on Saturday. So the 6 p.m. PT, kind of the second match. We'll have Ohio State play versus Poly de Montreal at 4 p.m. PT on Saturday. They're going to be our early match of the day. So that's kind of the current plan. Basically, 2 broadcasts left. That's all we have, and we'll be on our way to DreamHack. It's magical, man, right?
Let's go.
It's magical. We want to thank everybody for watching today. Obviously, a huge thank you to Edwin for joining on in. Always fun to have guest casters and with some obvious insight of our teams and our players in the collegiate scene, so it's very helpful. We are going to be parting ways. The next broadcast is going to be on Monday at 6 p.m. PT on this channel for League of Legends. So come back. Everybody's in playoffs right now. Literally everybody's like in round of 8 except League of Legends. So playoff action all week long. People who are going to be making it to DreamHack, we will find out this week and definitely by next Saturday. We have an ACES contest going on right now. All the submissions are already in, so the deadline has passed, but For the actual judging and the views, you still have a lot of time until April 10th, so head over to youtube.com/CStarLeague, head over to the Aces contest videos, lots of cool creative stuff. Best one will win a GL552 laptop. 2 runners-up will win the VG248QE monitors. They're all sick, and obviously big thanks to Aces for supporting us. Best peripherals, good gear, gamers, get on that. And as well, big thank you to Twitch TV for being the best streaming provider, supporting this CSL and featuring our matches. We cannot wait until we see you next time. From myself, from Joey, from Edwin, until Wednesday evening. Good night, everybody. Go watch some more Counter-Strike somewhere else.
Yeah.
All right, see ya.
Major finals tomorrow. Don't forget.
Yeah.
Peace, guys.